piss pants wearing gruffle grabbers. It is I, Soundwave SG1, coming at you for a Transformers Transformation Review thingy. Yes, we're going to be taking a look at Animated Swindle. Animated doesn't get enough love. And if you've never seen the show, please check it out. It's fucking great. And we're doing Swindle, as you can see with your eyes. So, he is a sort of military truck, kind of like a, I'd say, somewhat like a Humvee. It's like a stylised Humvee, maybe. Like in taillights, Hasbro. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty cool. He does come with his weapon. We'll talk about that later. Looking at it through the camera, and looking at it in real life, there's no colour difference. But in camera, this bit that forms the bonnet, it's a different shade of like camo. I want to say camo olive. I want to say, nice big Decepticon, which is tamper graphed on there, by the way, and all this purple in the grille, headlights, the front lights, which is really cool. I don't know if you can see it, but oh yeah, you can, yeah. Like circuitry going on in there. Maybe it's a robot in disguise. Let's take a closer look at that. Oh, look at that, yes. And then big Decepticon tamper. Nice. Yeah, it's a bit dusty. It's been in storage, this bad boy. I need to put my animated figures back on display. I'm going to be looking at a few at TFN. Yes, I have realised I haven't done many TFN videos of late. It's just because at the time I need to keep my schedule up for these. But I will try and get them up soon. So anyway, he rolls. He rolls very fucking nicely indeed. Yes. And he comes with a big cannon. You've got a few mounting points. You've got one on the roof there, which is like that. And then you've got the one on the side there, which looks ridiculous. And one on this side. Oh, one on this side. But you can mount it there if you so choose. That'll become more apparent later. But it's quite a nice cannon. We'll take a look at it now. It's quite a nice cannon. It's a firing missile. You've got the firing mechanism on the top. Kind of looks like a fusion cannon, because Swindle is one of the few Transformers that have a fusion cannon. But when you fire it, which is, I love this bit. Take a note of this orange. That indicates that it's loaded. So when you fire it, it goes purple. Isn't that cool? And it comes with just a standard missile, really. Yeah, there's the tip end. And then when you reload it back into the gun, and this is really super satisfying. It's got to go in a certain way, but once you find it, you sort of. And this is super satisfying. Click. Are you ready? There we are. Now it's loaded, ready to fire. Pretty cool. So we'll take a look at Swindle as well. We'll take the transformation. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's a Humvee, isn't he? So to transform it, what we do is we take these sections here, or we can move these under there. That's fine. And give it a hover mode, if you so chose. So it's just a case of just like loosening bits. So we'll just loosen the legs, pull them down, pull them out of the way. Then we take this section here, rotate it up like that, DeLorean style. Same for this side. Ooh. Yeah, and it does do that, but it's not supposed to do that just yet. We take this whole section here and this whole section here. But first, we have to split it down the middle there, like so. And don't want to see that just yet. Rotate that up as well, that up as well. That can move down now. So basically we're getting there. So we just straighten everything up. We get this section here and we fold that under there like that. Will become his midriff, I guess. And then we rotate that down, rotate like that. Now this bit's on a really weird joint, so you've got to slide it over like that. And there's a little port in there, and there's a post in there, and that fits in that little hole quite nicely, or it should. There we go, clicked in. Rotate that out like that, and then rotate what will become his thumb, and he's got purple hands for some reason. And then we do the same for this side. Rotate everything around like that, like that. It's on like a double hinge, which you can see in here, just like a double hinge there. Rotate that around, rotate that out, rotate that in, and then position his fingers. We're not quite done yet. Let's move the camera up a bit. We take these sections at the back and rotate them up like that, and we rotate those in. So for this side, rotate them up, rotate them in like that. And then we get his bonce. It's best to just angle it up and push it through there. It just makes it a little bit easier when he wants to comply, because I'm on camera. There we are. And there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody who's in between or neither, there is Animated Swindle in all of his animated style glory. And he is just amazing. He looks fucking cool. Really nice homage to the G1. I'll get onto that in a minute. So let's take a look at that noggin first. Look at that head. That screams both Generation 1, you know, because it's almost the right shape as a combiner port. Oh, no, it isn't. Let's zoom that in a little bit. Come on. Oh, too far. Yeah, then we, like I say, it's a bit dusty, bless him. Just that face is so expressive. It's just fucking cool. But it's also got the G1 shape as well, sort of. You can see, like, you can almost put Onslaught's foot on his head. There was never any combiners in Anime, which is a shame. He does have some fantastic light piping. Let me get me a little light, which is these. These are amazing, these. So you get a little light in there. And then we put it over the top, and I don't think you can see it with the... There we are, voila, look at that. That is just fantastic. Although I think I need a better light. Oh. Let's have a look now. There we are, look at that, that's fantastic. Light peeping. I mean, when you get a better light, but it's sort of like, when you move the light, it changes, which is really cool. I quite like that, it's really good. So yeah, we've got a real big bag. I'm surprised this didn't catch it on. Maybe it's the distance from it, maybe. You know, but anyway, it's pretty cool. And he has purple eyes, just like the Generation 1. Yeah, so let's zoom this out so we can see what we're doing. So let's straighten him up there. There we are. No. There we go. So in terms of articulation then, his head is on a swivel. You can rotate 360 degrees. Although mine, this neck joint is a little loose. Don't know if it's supposed to click. No, it doesn't. It's a little loose, like you see when you push it around. You can make him look up, I guess, but it's, you know, more for transformation. His shoulders are on a joint here, which is what the front car door is. You can rotate them 360 degrees, but they are hindered by the by this bit. You can move it around, I guess. You just got to wiggle it around this bit. You can actually do it like that if you really want to, but it just looks a bit weird. You've got a ball joint in his shoulder there, which you can move in and out. But again, it's hindered by the kibble. Move back, move forward, underneath. So you've got that range of movement as well as that range of movement, so you can get some quite good move out of him. You can rotate at the bicep. You can bend at the elbow. He's got finger articulation, yeah, so you can move his... all these 4 fingers are connected together, but you can move his thumb in and out as well. That's more for transformation, but you can do that. He can grab things. Nothing at the waist, but he does have a gimmick. I'll get into that in a minute. So there's no waist swivel, unfortunately. I've got to separate his legs there. Right, come on, get the arms out of the way. So his legs are on a ball joint as well. You can see under there. They're all done in this purple plastic. Rotate back and forward. You can bend it out. You can do the preceptor kick. Way, bringing that back. Rotate at the top of the thigh. You can bend at the knee, so you can get some quite good movements out of him. Unfortunately, nothing at the toes. You can do that, but that's more for transformation. There we are. There we are. Clicked them all in. So yes, he's not too bad at all. I like him. Now his chest. I remember buying this from Tesco back in 2011, I think it was. When Tesco used to have Transformers in. I know, who knew, huh? What's wrong with this arm? Well, what you move out there, man? Now, he does have a gimmick in his chest. Now, in the show, basically, like the G1 character, Swindle here is basically a Ferengi, a Transformer Ferengi. He can find anything, sell anything, and he usually had it he had a transwarp corridor in his chest there, and he can flip it down and basically pick out any weapon, any gun, any bomb, anything. But in this case, you can rotate out a little machine gun, which he does in the show as well, and he can go pew, 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 pew. So he's got a little minigun in his chest there, which you can bring out in vehicle mode, which I forgot to show you. But you put that in there like that. I don't like that out, but if you want to play with that, you can. You got this very Optimus Prime type chest, actually. You could paint this guy into Optimus Prime, and I'd go, yep, fine. You can rotate these as well. Again, in the show, I think they're. It's been a while since I've seen it, actually. These, like, an electrostatic charge, so it's like full sensors and stuff like that. So you can rotate those 360 degrees. You can rotate these at the back as well. You can position them forward as well. Let's do it this side so you can see what I'm doing. You can rotate these joints in thus as well. I do it like this because I think it just creates a nicer silhouette at the back. When I do it, there we are. Just creates a nicer silhouette at the back, and it makes these pylons look better at the front as well. When you fucking straighten up, you twat. Yeah, so it just makes him look a little, you know, like they're on thin nacelles, I guess, thin points. He can wield his gun. Yes, that port on the side we mentioned earlier, he can wield his gun Megatron style, which he does in the G1 cartoon. And there is Animated Swindle in all of his glory. He is really cool. If you're on the fence about Animated, you really should watch the show. I mean, out of all the figures that Hasbro have ever released, I think these are the most characterful because they look most like the cartoon. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He has very little kibble at the back as well, just this bit, but that's no bad thing. That's just a thing. You can imagine he's got all weapons and stuff like that down there if you want as well. But I have to put these back just for toy's sake. I mean, even so, I mean that doesn't look too bad in robot mode. Doesn't look too bad. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, he's pretty cool. I do like him. Should you get him? If you can find him at a decent price, absolutely pick him up. Even if it's your only animated figure. But this guy is so characterful. Now, the only problem is, I mean, this guy is so old now. He doesn't want to quite stand upright. Especially with his gun there. He just wants... Oh, there we go. He's proving me wrong. Very good. Let's see if I can get some fucking light piping going on. Hang on, let me turn my flash off. Maybe that was the reason why. Yeah, there we go. You can see his eyes. There we go. That's better. And let's bring that a bit closer. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, so you should get this guy. You should totally get this guy. He's really cool. The only other thing as well is, though, I don't know if it's just mine, but this bit will not clip in properly. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Oh, no. That's come off the thing there. There we are. No, mine doesn't... It's always been like that since I got it, really. It's supposed to peg in under here, but it just doesn't want to do that. Maybe because maybe it's the gun inside there. I mean, it is a bit loosey-goosey. Well, let me just try and see if I can fix it. Well, that doesn't look right, does it? There we are. Let's try it now. No, don't want to fit in there. Oh well, I mean, it stays fine, but it just don't want to peg in. But anyway, that's me. That is Swindle from Transformers Animated. If you like what I do, why not like, share, and subscribe? Hit that notification bell to tell me I've got new videos out, which hopefully is one a week. At least on a weekend. I try and get my videos out on a Saturday if possible, or definitely a Sunday. Check out my other Transformers reviews. I've got some more, should be popping up here. And big shout out to all my new subscribers, actually. I've got 5 new subscribers in the last 2 weeks. So thank you very much for subscribing. And if you're in a position to help the channel, check out my Patreon. I've got some cool rewards over there, including if you pay £1 a month, you get your name in the credits. And if you pay £5 a month, you can get your name in the credits, as well as early videos and my eternal gratitude. And if you nobody's done it yet, but if you pay for my £10 reward, you can get exclusive content as well. So something to think about at least. If you're, like I say, and if you're positioned to help, the link is in the description, and there's also a link up here as well. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you all very soon, hopefully for a TF Nation video. So thank you, and bye for now.